Hello Gemini, welcome back. This is your November monthly reading. Gemini, sun, moon, rising sign, depending what you resonate best with. Let's have a look at your overall messages. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. I do post weekly readings every Saturday for the week starting Sunday. Likewise, I do monthlies and additional readings from time to time. Gemini, remember these are general readings. If you are interested in having insights into your own personal situation, you can contact me via the links below for private readings. We are going to have a look this month at overall messages, money and finances, love and relationships, health, any blocks, challenges, or obstacles, and overall message. So let's go ahead and have a look at these messages, Gemini. So Gemini, I feel overall there's a situation this month. I feel there's something you're going to need to be strong and resilient regarding. There's going to be some situation that comes up. There's something happening in November that's going to require you to stay strong. And it's going to require you to have some kind of patience. This could be something that comes in that you're alerted to, or essentially some kind of message that could come in, some kind of wake-up call to, I feel like you may be in a planning stage. You may be planning something. You may be looking towards the future, trying to envision something or envision what it is that you want to do. This could be a message coming in, Gemini, to give you some kind of spark or give you some kind of insight or some kind of vision in general on what it is that you are doing, what it is that you want to do, who it is that you want to be with. But I feel like there's going to be some kind of attention brought to something that you need to start to take some action, need to essentially start to have some kind of vision. And I feel that it could be something that you need to meditate on for a while. I feel like this could have something to do with a situation that is creating your own happiness, Gemini. I feel like you may be looking towards something like how to create your own happiness, how to be more fulfilled in a situation, how to be more joyful in some kind of situation. I feel like this could be something that you're envisioning, something that you're looking towards the future. And I feel like currently what's being offered to you is not necessarily what you want. So whatever you're doing, if this has something to do with work, or if this is with a relationship with a person, I feel like what it is that you're doing right now, you may not necessarily be interested in this, Gemini. This may not be exactly what is giving you some kind of happiness or joy. And I feel quite possibly this current situation that you're in may be leading to a little bit of stress. I feel some kind of strength is going to be needed overall regarding stress, regarding some feeling trapped, some energy of feeling trapped in general. I feel like there's some kind of wake-up call coming in, like, hey, Gemini, take action, start to do something to balance out your situation in general. Or to start to create something that's going to create some kind of joy or happiness in general in your life. I feel you may be stressing about this, Gemini. But I feel like the month of November, I feel like there's a lot of healing energy. I feel healing. I'm feeling protective energy. And I want to say I'm almost feeling like, Gemini, like this situation that you feel trapped in, I feel like it needs some kind of patience, but I feel like some kind of moderation is needed also. Some kind of moderation is going to be needed for the month of November. I feel like whatever you're doing right now, you're not as happy as you could be. And so I feel like this message that comes in, I'm almost feeling like this is going to be some kind of sign or some kind of wake-up call, some kind of announcement from source, essentially saying, start to think what you want to do, see what it is that you want to do, take some kind of action. But I do feel like you have a lot of divine guidance in general for the month of November. We have Archangel Gabriel, which is sending the message. We have Archangel Michael, which is essentially giving you some kind of protection, but also strength as we do our Leo card. We do also have our Devil, which we do have Archangel Uriel, which if we do take this from the perspective of Saturn, this can be restrictive energy, but we also have to remember this is also energy that gives us discipline. Saturn as a planet gives us discipline. It makes us work hard towards the things that we need to work hard towards. And Saturn will reward you for putting in that hard work. Sometimes there are situations where we must impose some kind of restriction on ourselves. Discipline is needed where restrictions are needed in order to work towards something or improve something in our lives in general. So the Devil in this situation, I feel, is giving some kind of advice here as to stay disciplined, to stay focused, essentially to take some kind of energy and start to focus on what it is that's going to create that kind of happier lifestyle for you. So I feel some kind of discipline is going to be needed. And I feel that you may be feeling trapped in this kind of situation, but I feel like some kind of patience, some kind of perseverance is going to be needed. So in these cards, I'm seeing the Devil in a positive light for this month, because I'm feeling like this is an energy, like some kind of discipline is needed this month. Something that's going to bring you into balancing things out in general. Okay, so let's have a look at money and finances. So Gemini, I feel with our Page of Pentacles, I feel like some kind of root or some kind of grounding or some kind of very solid structure is going to be needed regarding money and finances for the month of November. This could go with our discipline of Devil. For example, if it's a work situation, if it's a money situation, there may be savings that is going to be needed this month. But I feel in general it's going to be this beginning of starting to establish some kind of digging your roots deep into the ground, essentially, of establishing some kind of foundation, of starting something, moving forward one step at a time, starting to build a foundation, starting to get some kind of stability, starting to focus and take action on this kind of stability that you're trying to build financially and money-wise. Like I said, this could have to do with discipline, with disciplining yourself to save money every week or every month. But I feel like it's going to be something that some seed that you're going to plant, essentially, where you're going to start to build something that's going to be long term regarding money and finances. Let's check our love and relationships. Okay, love and relationships, here we are with our Page of Wands 2 times. So if you're in a situation asking about love, for example, this month, Gemini, I do want to say there could be somebody that comes in. I do want to say this could be a younger individual. Somebody that comes in that is going to bring a little bit of excitement, a little bit of spontaneity. They may come off as a little bit egotistical, maybe coming off as a little bit of a know-it-all, but I do feel like if you are single and you're wondering about something happening for the month of November, there could be something or someone that comes in that may be adventurous, may be exciting, and it may be fun in general. I'm feeling a fun kind of frolicky energy. It may not necessarily be long lasting, but I do feel if you're single and you're asking about love for this month, I do feel like there could be this possibility of somebody coming in for some kind of brief period, but I feel like the time that they're going to be there, it's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting, it's going to be some kind of adventure, essentially. If you're currently in a relationship, I do want to say Page of Wands energy is going to be one to bring some kind of excitement back into the relationship. Bring something fun into the relationship. I'm almost feeling like maybe trying something new, like taking a new class together or taking some short trip together. This could quite possibly be doing some new activity that neither of you have done previously to bring some kind of excitement and do something new, bring some kind of lust for learning essentially back into the relationship. Our pages are very curious. They do like to learn. Our Page of Wands has this kind of burning desire within them that they do like to learn. They are naturally curious. So taking some kind of course with your partner or with your lover, for example, could be beneficial to bring some kind of extra spark back into the relationship in general. And let's check overall health. Beautiful. So the overall health, Gemini, is going to be very positive for you this month. Overall health, I feel like there's going to be a lot of energy for you. A lot of energy, a lot of vitality in general. I feel your overall energy level very, very high this month, Gemini. And I do also want to say, on a side note, there could be something with a Leo individual this month because I am seeing our sun, I'm seeing strength. So do watch out for a possible Leo. If you happen to know any Leos, this could be somebody with Leo, sun, moon, or rising signs, but there could be something going on with a Leo. So I do want to say, if you're feeling a little bit stressed mentally, you're feeling a little trapped about something that maybe you're not interested in doing, something, I feel like this could be something like put your nose to the grindstone kind of thing where you have to kind of discipline yourself a little bit. But I do feel like this act of self-discipline is going to behoove you this month, and you're going to have the energy health-wise to be able to deal with it, to be able to handle it, to be able to persevere and get through with whatever it is that you need to get through with. So let's check our overall challenge. Gemini. Okay, so we have a Four of Cups, Gemini. And This deck slightly differs slightly from our Rider-Waite. However, there are some similarities between this deck that I'm using and the Rider-Waite. This card, the Four of Cups here, does indicate some kind of waiting, but this can also have to do with arguments between family members, between partners, and sometimes in social or political environments. This is traditionally a card of clergy. So our Four of Cups in this challenge position, I do want to say it is resonating with our Four of Cups that we have here, and resonating with our strength in general, and the fact that there's going to be some kind of challenge in general this month, having to wait on something and having to have some kind of patience or some kind of perseverance to get something done, to move forward with something or someone, if you're dealing with a relationship, to essentially have some kind of self-discipline or discipline in general, to be able to focus on how you're coming about that happiness, how you're going to make this happiness, how you're going to arrive at this point, essentially. How to keep things in moderation, how to balance things out. And so the challenge has to do with this patience, this perseverance, essentially, Gemini. And so let's go ahead and check our overall message. Okay, seek beauty. And so seek beauty essentially is going to, it's going to say to seek beauty essentially on the outside world, but even more importantly, to seek it within yourself, Gemini. So see what it is within yourself that you appreciate about yourself, essentially. If you're feeling trapped, if you're feeling stressed in a situation, quite possibly unable to see clearly what it is that you want, some of this emotional fulfillment, some of this emotional happiness, look within, essentially. Look within yourself and see what are the things that you like best about yourself. What are the things that you appreciate best about yourself? Find the positive things within yourself. See the good qualities that you have. Oftentimes, it is difficult to see happy moments that we have around us because we may not be aware of them. We may not be interested in seeing them. We may be aloof or detached, but sometimes the happy moments are right in front of us, essentially. Sometimes they're right in front of us that we may not see them because we may be blinded to the fact that they're right there. They are right there for us, for the taking. Sometimes our current situation, our present situation is one that the situation, everything that we have and everything that we need is right there if we open our eyes and see it. And sometimes that takes patience. Sometimes that takes perseverance. Sometimes that takes simply balancing out our lives, seeing our lives in a way that we can open our eyes and see that essentially everything that we have or everything that we need is essentially already there. So that is going to be your overall message for this month of November, Gemini. Do let me know if you have questions or comments in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. Don't forget to like this video and check the links below for additional readings or personal readings, and have a good week.